Today, EBV Electronic will be introducing you to a new product released as part of the EBVchips program, the Wizard. Through the EBVchips program, which is based on customer input and close cooperation with its manufacturing partners, EBV releases products that solve specific design needs for which, until now, there has been no complete solution. The current issue is that in high-end microprocessor applications, such as gigabit Ethernet switches, ASIC, and mid to high-end FPGA applications, it is becoming increasingly difficult to implement power supplies, which is due to the multiple supply voltages required in such systems. To ensure efficiency, switching regulators need to be designed, simulated, and implemented to specifically meet the requirements of the application.
The Wizard is a concrete example of a complete solution to specific design needs. Defined from customers working with EBV and National Semiconductor, the Wizard is a unique power module that generates 7 voltages all in one module. We created the Wizard module to simplify development and solve these time-consuming issues.
Due to the complex voltage requirements of the state-of-the-art FPGAs, the manufacturer provides a tool to calculate the estimated power consumption of a given design. Users can select the device they are interested in and specify the design features. The tool provides the required voltages and the respective currents. Using microcontroller and ASSPs, this information can be found in the device's datasheets. Further to this, however, we have to take into account the requirements for the peripherals. Memory, flash, and I/O peripherals and their power requirements have to be added to the requirements of the core device. With this information, we can use Webbench to look for an optimal power design. First, we have to define the input voltage, temperature range, and the output voltages, which Webbench uses to produce proposals. After that, engineers can access the schematic and layout information and use it for the corresponding design in the company's CAD system. Some additional work is required after the layout has been created. When the prototypes arrive, the designer has time to test if the power supply design really works as planned.
Using the Wizard module, customers can concentrate on the real application and use the power supply module as it is. For more flexibility, the Wizard includes an I2C EBVtv, which adjusts the output values in small steps. This can be useful for adapting core voltages for other technologies, for example 28 nanometer. It can also help adjust the output voltage for the memory I/O system, for example when changing from DDR2 with 1.8 volts to DDR3 with 1.5 volts, or even DDR3 low power 1.35 volts.
The Wizard comes in a single-sided PCB that allows a variety of mounting options. At very small heights, the module can be mounted directly on the baseboard. For use in higher ambient temperatures, the bottom side of the board can be used for cooling, while for small footprint applications, the Wizard can be mounted stacked above the baseboard.
There are so many ways to use the latest sensation from our EBVchips program. Just get in touch with EBV today to receive a sample and personal assistance on the Wizard.